Okay, let's go. What is it about? This is about me getting over a fear of being a fool, of making a fool of myself. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is perhaps in my life, I have fashioned myself a smart fellow. Perhaps I have even sometimes fashioned myself a fellow smarter than some non insignificant, just to say significant portion of the global population. Oftentimes, when I meet people, especially those of some kind of established status, be them tenured professors, be them some vague or not vague job title at esteemed institutions such as Google or the New York Times, I often think, well, I'm smarter than that person. I'm more creative. Yeah, maybe they are very logical, but let's face it, I'm more charismatic. Or maybe meet someone charismatic, but say, ooh, yeah, but their critical thinking skills a bit, I think of myself as a smart guy, charismatic guy. But recently, all that's been thrown out the window. All that's been thrown out the window, and all I can think about is, well, I feel like I haven't really accomplished that much. What I've learned is that a lot of those people, if I dare say all those people, if I previously thought myself somehow better, more capable than, they've all gone on to do amazing things in their own way. And 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 I can't say the same about myself. And recently, I've been wondering, well, why is that? Because I think it is probably true that I have some amount of natural abilities, natural talents. I think that's probably because everyone does. Because everyone does. I don't even mean that. Well, I do sort of mean that in a way that I sort of think I'm special again. But regardless, it is true that people have talents. So why is everyone else doing all this cool stuff and I sort of seem to be unable to? Well, one thing I've been thinking about is I do tend to put myself out there, but only when things that I know I'm good at, you know, things that I know will be the best or doing the best that I can study very hard for. I really like things that you can study for. I've always been a very good student. My father and much of my family are academics. Lots of academics in my life. Academics love getting A's, and I'm no different. I know how to get A's. If you work hard, put in the time, you'll get an A. There's resources out there. Um, but the real interesting stuff in life, whether it's um, the idea for a technology and something creative, the real interesting stuff in life doesn't you can't it doesn't start with A. It starts from failing over and over again. And that's what I can't do. I have really never ever once put myself out there for something that I didn't already think, hey, this is a good job, and I basically know it's the best of anyone else in my competition space. So what I'm trying to do here is make an utter fool out of myself. Learned a little bit about this from my time in doing martial arts, karate. Really good about that, but I sustained an injury, so that's no longer part of my life. And even then, I would train like crazy so much so that everyone around me looked lazier than me, and I'd be so proud. But of course, you know what? I'm the dropout, and they've all sustained, and finally got to green belt, and now they're all black belts. Despite the time, I thought myself so much better. And it's easy to just have a shame on me approach. That's what I've been in a long time, a shame on me approach. But instead of that, I would like to have just think, just move on. Stop thinking myself better than people. Stop thinking myself better than other people. But also stop shaming myself about it. That's the same. Oh shit! It's the same thing. So what I want to do instead is just change this inability to put myself out there. I want to put myself out there. So this is the first in the video series I'm just going to make a fool out of myself and put myself out there. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know how I'm going to distribute it, but I will. And hopefully in the process, and maybe I'll kind of find my voice, because recently, honey, I feel like I've lost it.